Student, today we started our class with modern periodic table. Okay, today we discuss about modern periodic table. Student, according to modern periodic law, the physical and chemical properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic numbers. Okay, the physical and chemical properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic numbers. In other words, when the elements are arranged in order of their increasing atomic number, the elements with the similar properties are repeated after certain regular intervals. Okay, so the atomic number is equal to the number of protons in the nucleus, we know that. Okay, and this number increases by 1 in going from one element to the next. Okay, prediction of properties of elements could be made with more precision when elements were arranged on the basis of increasing atomic number. So the modern periodic table is based upon the modern periodic law. Okay, so many efforts have been made to improve the periodic table. This periodic table is sometimes referred to as Bohr's table because it apparently follows Bohr's theory of electronic arrangement in the various type of elements. Okay, students, the main features of modern periodic table, that is elements are arranged in increasing atomic numbers. Okay, and the vertical columns constitute groups while the horizontal columns constitute periods. So there are 7 periods in modern periodic table. Okay, and the table has 18 vertical columns or groups. So number of groups 1 to 18. Student, there are 7 periods in modern periodic table and 18 vertical columns or 18 groups. So first period contains 2 elements, that is hydrogen and helium, and they are called short period. Second period, which contain 8 elements, lithium to neon, it is called short period also. Okay, and third period, which contain 8 elements also and started from sodium to argon, it is called short period. And fourth period, which contain 18 elements, they are started from potassium to krypton, is called long period. And fifth period, which contained also 18 elements, they started from rubidium to xenon, it is called long period. And sixth period contains 32 elements, started from krypton to radon, it is called very long period. And seventh period should contain 32 elements, but at present not all the elements have been discovered. Only 28 elements from francium to element atomic number 114 have been definitely discovered. Hence this period is incomplete. Clear? Students, the 2 rows at the bottom of the periodic table, modern periodic table, contain lanthanide and actinide elements. Okay, and these elements have been kept in group 3 and extend at the bottom of the periodic table. In this table, metals and non-metals have been separated, and this periodic table may be divided into 3 portions. First one, alkali metals, then alkaline earth metals, and then noble gases. Okay, the left portion contains elements of group 1 and 2 except hydrogen. All of them are highly reactive metals, and elements of group 1 are called alkali metals. Okay, and while the elements of group 2 are called alkaline earth metal. The right portion of the modern periodic table contains elements of group 13, 14 and 15, 16, 17, 18 elements of group 16 and 17 are highly electronegative, and the elements of group 18 are inactive or inert gases. So elements of group 17 are called halogens, okay, and those of group 18 are called noble gases. The middle portion of the periodic table contains group 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which are called transition elements. Okay, and the elements belonging to the groups 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 are called normal or representative elements. Okay, and the periodic table is divided into 4 blocks also. That means S block, P block, D block and A block elements. S block elements belonging to group 1 and 2 are called S block elements. And this in this block of elements, the valence electrons are filled in S subshell. That means each element in the last shell will be in S subshell. Okay, and P block elements of groups 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18 are called P block elements. And D block elements, the transition elements, are known as D block elements. In this periodic table, the elements belonging to group 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 are together known as D block elements. Okay, and A block elements placed at the bottom of the periodic table are called A block elements. Okay, students, with the adaptation of atomic number as the basis of classification of elements, some of the anomalies in the Mendeleev's periodic table now disappear. These are position of hydrogen, position of isotopes, position of anomalous pairs. Okay, so position of hydrogen, the atomic number of hydrogen is 1 and hence it should occupy the first position in group 1 of the periodic table. But because of its chemical similarity with the elements of group 1 and group 17, the position of hydrogen in the periodic table still debated. Okay, and position of isotopes, as the isotopes of an element have the same atomic number and they should occupy the same place in the periodic table. Okay, and the position of anomalous pairs, the position of anomalous pairs of element, that is pairs of elements in which the element with higher atomic mass precedes the element with lower atomic masses, and it also decided when these elements are arranged in order of their atomic numbers, they occupy their natural places in the periodic table. Okay, so there are so many advantages in modern periodic table also. These are the main advantages of modern periodic table is the arrangement of elements in the modern periodic table is easy to remember and to reproduce. The modern periodic table is based on the more fundamental property of the elements, that is atomic number, which relates the position of the element to the electronic configuration. Okay, and the elements in the periodic table are arranged in accordance with their electronic configuration, and it therefore reflects the similarities, differences and trains in the physical and chemical properties more symmetrically. In this table, metals and non-metals are automatically separated. The left side of the periodic table contains the metals, while the non-metals are placed on the right side of the periodic table. Okay, and the transition metals occupy the middle portion of the periodic table. The lanthanoids and actinoids have logically been placed at the bottom of the main body of periodic table. Okay, and in the modern periodic table, the subgroups A, B of the Mendeleev's periodic table have been deleted and groups have been numbered from 1 to 18. Okay. Now, the overall result of arranging the elements on the basis of their increasing atomic number in the periodic table is that the elements within a group show the similar properties owing to the similar outer electronic configuration, and the gradation of the properties owing to gradually varying the attraction between the nucleus and the outer valence electrons as we go down the group. Okay, but there are so many defects in modern periodic tables also. That is, there is no definite position of hydrogen has been assigned in modern periodic table, and it doesn't include the lanthanide and actinide elements in the main body of the periodic table. On the basis of atomic number and electronic configuration, helium should have been placed in group 2, but this element has been placed in group 18 with the other noble gases. So students, these are the main defects of the modern periodic table. Clear? Now we discuss about the periodicity. Student, periodicity is defined as a tendency to recur at certain intervals. Thus, on moving from left to right or top to bottom in a periodic table, various properties of elements show the gradual trend of increase or decrease. Okay. So, group 1, that is, they are called alkali metals. All the metals in group 1 are silvery but soon become dull as they corrode quickly in air, and they also react quickly with the water, giving off the hydrogen gas and producing alkaline solutions. Because of this, they are called the alkali metals. And all alkali metals have one electron in their outermost orbit or valence shell. Okay, and they lose it easily to form the unipositive ion, and therefore these metals form ionic compounds and they become more reactive as we go down the group. So also they have low melting points and they are very soft, and they also have very low densities. Group 2, that is the alkaline earth metals. The alkaline earth metals, like group 1, the group 2 elements are metals, and however they are not reactive as their neighbors. All the elements of group 2 have 2 valence electrons, and these elements can lose their 2 valence electrons easily and form the positive ions, that is beryllium 2 plus, magnesium 2 plus, calcium Ca2 plus, and each element have 2 units of positive charge, and therefore these elements are ionic in their chemical reactions. Okay, now we are discuss about group 17, that means halogens. Students, group 17 contains the non-metals. Like the metals in group 1, they are also very reactive metals. For example, react readily with the group 17 non-metals. Magnesium not only burns in air, it also burns in the gases fluorine and chlorine. So when they react with the metals, the group 17 non-metals produce the salts. Because of these, they are called the halogens, and which means salt producer. Okay, and all the elements of group 17 have for valence electron each in their atoms. So these elements accept one electron easily to complete their octet and form negative ions such as F minus, Cl minus, Br minus, I minus. Okay, and each have one unit of negative charge. Therefore, group 17 elements form negatively charged ions and are monovalent, and they are electronegative elements also. Okay. Now student, we are discuss about group 18 elements which are called as noble gases. Student, all the elements in group 18 are unreactive gases. They are so unreactive that they are called the noble gases. Their lack of activity makes them very useful. For example, helium is lighter than air and so is used in airships and toy balloons. Argon is used when aluminium is being welded to stop it catching fires. Okay, and neon is used as the advertising signs because it glows bright red when an electric current passes through it. Okay, and all the elements of group 18 have the 8 valence electrons except helium, which has only 2 valence electrons. The valence shells of the atoms of group 18 elements are already completed and filled with electrons, and these elements have no tendency to lose or gain electrons. Thus, the elements of group 18 have zero valency, or they are zero valent. Okay, student.